सलाम मेरे अजीज पंखों।
The glasses fell from their hand and he bit their lips a little harder, his hand squeezing their waist. The kiss turned passionate as they clenched his shirt. From the front, in his tiny hands, he groaned huskily as they took his upper lips between his lips, sucking lightly. His scent caused they to whimper with pleasure. He kept kissing them softly, brushing his cold lips against their soft petals, trying his best to not pounce on them. His soft brushes were doing things to him. First of all, why did they taste so freaking awesome? They gasped when his lips, with a tug, they slowly opened his hazy eyes to look into his shiny eyes. They felt his heart miss a beat at his charming smile. You can never get rid of me in this life, wifey. He smiled lightly, brushing his nose with his little nose. He placed a sloppy kiss at the cupid bow. It so cutely when they took in a breath. His smile dipped as they poured all his weight on him. They was getting affected by his. He softly kissed their cheek. This was what he was craving for since morning. His sweetness for his little wifey. And yes, don't look so pretty. It feel like eating you. The yap, sighing as he murmured, biting his rosy cheeks, that exact place he had kissed a moment before. They looked heartwarming in a little pink shirt, a small pendant in his milky neck with matching studs in his hair, chocolate brown waves like he loved. Jungkook, they said milkily, opening his hazy eyes. They breath hacked at his casual look. They had realized he had looked damn good with messy hair. Their hands moved to brush his silky locks from his forehead, which caused Jungkook's eyes blanched close. The hands were so soft, he would not mind they to carrying his face all day. Theon increased heartbeat caused his lips to curve into a beautiful smile. Life, Jungkook called as his finger traced his jaw, and they instantly pulled away, coming out of his dress. What were you saying? They said, cleaning his thought, making him. I don't mind, you know. Jungkook spoke, holding his hand and brought it back to his face. In fact, then looked up at him as he continued. This turned me on. Jungkook smiled, squeezing their hand on his cheek, and they blushed, averting his gaze. How could he talk like that? Theon thought, pulling away his hand, but he cracked, leaning on his hand, not letting Tae to do so. Jungkook, don't do it, Theon hissed as he rubbed his trouble on his soft hand. Jungkook, a giggle accepted the amount, unwontedly due to feel which caused him to smile. The laugh was a Theon said between his laugh, and he continued to softly rub his hand. You crazy, they muttered when he finally left his hand, not before kissing his palm softly. What did you say, wifey? Jungkook asked seriously, looking at his face, and they bit his tongue, mentally face palming himself. Theon, you got rid of him just now. Why did you have to step into danger again? Theung thought, looking at his brows, demanding an answer for him. Did I say something? Theung juggled, pressing his chest to move away. But could they do that? No, not in this life. Who is crazy? Jungkook asked, surprising a smile. It was so easy to scare Theung. Me? They said unsure. His serious tone was enough for they to panic. Why did he had such a mood swings? You mean I'm crazy? Jungkook narrowed his eyes at him, biting his cheeks to stop the laugh. No, I didn't say you, Theung muttered after a shake, and Jungkook ended up laughing at his cute expression. Oh no, he was supposed to tease Tae some more. I don't want to talk to you, Theung muttered, trying to unwrap his arms around the waist, but instant, he tightening his grip. They huffed, looking away. He was unbelievable, always trying to make fun of Theung. Why? He asked as they looked at him with an annoyed expression on his face. I just don't want to, Theung replied, trying his best to lose his deadly grip. When you know you can't accept, then why did you try? He chuckled softly, looking at his figure, trying to get off his horse. Because those who try, they succeed, Theung said. Really? Leave me. They have hitting his chest with his fist, his little nose firming with anger. He smiled, placing a kiss on his nose, and they instantly moved his head to the other side. Looked like Mr. John Theung is anger. He chuckled, grabbing his chin, and his heart fluttered unwantedly as his. Move your hand, I don't want to talk to you, he said, removing his hand from his chin. The cute bowed, his cherry lips making his heart throb. But I'm not talking, Jungkook smirked, pulling Tae's face toward him. Then what are you doing? I'm loving you, Jungkook said sweetly, kissing Tae out, and Tae instantly tucked his head down, trying to hide the blush creeping his cheeks. Jungkook smiled, placing another peek on his cherry lips. You know what? You are really clever, Tae murmured, hiding his face in his chest, and he laughed, hearing his word. Theong smiled as he gently kissed his hair, him more into his warmth. Really? How? He inquired, putting his head on him and closed his eyes, a beautiful smile drawing his face. You already know, Theong whispered, playing the material of his shirt. He rushed to his cheeks as they filled his tall chest between his t-shirt. I don't know, wifey. Please, me about your thoughts. He spoke, inhaling his sweet aroma. I'm not talking to you, they remind him cecily, and closing his eyes. This is cheating, wifey. He chuckled, kissing his hairline. When you make fun of me, that's cheating too. I make fun of you. When? He asked innocently. When? You should ask. When you don't. They answered, huffing. Really? Yes, Jungkook. They, with a surprise, as he suddenly lifted him off the floor, holding Tae in his arms.